Welcome! This is an introduction to features of the dynamic text component for Unity. Visit Strabotnik website for more info and to try this demo yourself with the Unity web player. This screen has an orthographic camera with size 5, corresponding to total window height of 10 units. Text size is proportional to word units and not dependent on screen size in pixels or dots per inch resolution. For maximum sharpness, pixel size for text font rendering is dynamically selected to be the nearest matching size for text word unit size. If we change the resolution, text will adjust automatically. Dynamic text component also works with perspective cameras. It measures distance from text object to the camera plane. With the power of trigonometry, it figures out what is the correct pixel size for the text with its current position and size in word units. This is done separately for each different piece of text with varying distances. You can choose if text is pixel snapped or to keep it sharp when it moves on screen. Notice how text with pixel snap stays sharp when it moves on the screen, while text without pixel snapping moves a bit smoother but is blurrier. Font metrics and glyph sizes vary a little bit when the font's actual pixel size is adjusted to the best match. So, if text size varies slowly and smoothly over time, the text pops a bit. Examples in this screen use custom Droid Sans font with smooth rendering mode, not the hinted smooth mode. This alleviates the popping a little bit, but usually text with the hinted smooth mode would be just a little bit sharper and easier to read. The dynamic text component uses Unity's internal font renderer and unplugging, so you can use same fonts what you can use with the built-in TextMesh. Also, the standard built-in font material and shader are used. Font styles and coloring is supported. However, there's no support for rich text for now. Text alignment and anchors work similarly to built-in TextMesh. Additionally, using baseline as the anchor is available for easier text positioning. There's also baseline, ascent and descent properties for font metrics. Tab size is defined in word units. Tab character moves to next tab stop with size defined in word units. While it does work, dynamic text is not ideal when used with rotating 3D camera. You should turn off pixel snapping for such 3D texts. With combination of large field of view and text being very close to camera, switching off detail level may be visible with wide resolutions. Having dynamically sized very large text on screen leads to constant update of the font texture, which can cause a drop in frame rate. A minimum and maximum font pixel size can be defined so that text very close to camera won't get too big in the font atlas texture. Mesh is regenerated only when necessary, for example when font properties or screen resolution changes. Previous arrays of the mesh are reused when possible. Dynamic text is compatible with dynamic batching. The mesh can even combine with built-in text meshes as same font material and texture can be used with both. Dynamic text has a small footprint. It works with desktop, mobile and web player platforms. It is supplied as only a small dynamic link library containing the component, and with a bit of C# source code for an editor extension. Also, there's no native code. Unity Pro is not required. Dynamic text works with the free version of Unity. If you have noticed, faint text in the upper part of most screens describe what kind of camera that screen uses. Why all the different cameras in each screen? The text size is defined in word units with no knowledge of the current screen resolution, which can be even changed on the fly and the text will adjust dynamically. It does not matter if you use perspective camera or what size you want to use with an orthographic camera. So again, if we change the resolution, you can see how the text adjusts itself by the window height automatically. On mobile devices, this happens when the user switches between portrait and landscape modes. This last screen shows an example of dynamic updating of a single dynamic text object each frame. The effect contains a 50 by 40 grid of characters. Again, we can change the resolution freely with this example as well. Thanks for watching the dynamic text presentation.